Superflex, baby. Mock draft, half-point PPR. Let's get it. What is up, everybody? Welcome into the Fantasy Tap. My name is Michael. This is Brooks and John. How are y'all doing today?
Doing wonderful.
Excellent.
Yankees like 52-18 or something like that. Went to arbitration to Judge today, and I don't know how that turned out, but that's pretty stupid to do that. Anyways, let's jump into
No, they're not. They're not going to arbitration.
Oh, they didn't go to arbitration.
They signed. Judge and the Yankees signed to a 1-year, $19 million deal to keep them there, to not go to arbitration. So everybody's happy now.
Wow.
At least I am.
Wow.
But we're talking football today. We're doing a Superflex mock draft for everybody at home. We're about to show you how to draft like a champion today.
Yes, sir.
We're Superflex leagues.
Clock has started. 101's up. What the hell? Where is he at?
He just disappeared on us.
Gosh, come on now.
Well, Christian McCaffrey going at the 101. Now, who is it really?
Jonathan Taylor.
All
right,
you know what?
That's fine. Anyways,
you want to know something?
Recover.
Yeah, Brooks,
it's a pretty good 1-1. It's a pretty good 1-1, but I do know a bunch of people personally that would have taken a quarterback in that spot in the Superflex league. I'm looking at the
real quick. You make your pick. Do you think Josh Allen or who else should have gone there?
I think either Allen or Mahomes have a good argument to go there. As you can see, I just picked Patrick Mahomes with my third overall pick here in the first round. And the only reason I do that is just because of what quarterbacks mean for Superflex. They're very important. Usually you're expected to start two quarterbacks in your Superflex spot. You're going to have a quarterback. So if you have somebody like a Patrick Mahomes that's top tier, who's going to provide you, those amazing weeks, week in and week out, then that's something that you have to target. And that's what a lot of people that I've seen try to do in the first round early like that. So Mahomes.
Ooh, John going Lamar Jackson. We had two running backs go between Herbert and Jackson. So, let's see. I don't mind waiting for a quarterback here, actually. I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to grab a running back. I'm going to go Dalvin Cook, kind of against the grain. Derrick Henry's still there. But I want to lock up that spot. Yes, do I think that Derrick Henry can be the number one overall running back? Of course, but I also think, especially in a half PPR league, Dalvin Cook can too. And I also think there's quarterbacks later on in the draft that I could grab and get. So we'll see how it plays out for me. So yeah, interesting.
Maybe not a lot of people understand, and we're on that short clock here. But no, in Superflex leagues, I'm not. I go back and forth between wanting my quarterback early and late, and it's more about which quarterbacks are there in the first round for me. And Lamar Jackson's my favorite quarterback this season, and if in a Superflex league I can play him 17 games a week or a season, it's hard for me to let him pass up. I do think that I can get running backs that can replace the starters that most likely will get injured or miss a handful of games, and I'll still need to find depth later. But you do take the hit at the high end.
For sure. So if I can get the quarterback I'm aiming for, I think you can still get in like that high end tier. Now with everybody in, like when you have 12, right now we have, I think 6, 7. 7 teams right now in, so you'll get a decent amount of, it's not a full draft, but you're still getting the work you need, I guess. But if I went for Jalen Hurts, I think getting Jalen Hurts in the second round, if I can do that, I'm happy, especially in a Superflex league. Still gives me that upside.
Yeah, the upside's there. That's for sure. I love Hurts. I think he's a great quarterback, but I'm worried about his longevity. But I'm going to take the best receiver out of the class right now.
It's not a dynasty league, John. It's redraft, baby.
Yeah. He's not a lock to play every game this year. He's not a lock to not lose his job halfway through the year. We're not going to act like the guy didn't almost lead the league in turnovers. I mean, great team around him, but you've got a Super Bowl ready team, and
he's going to step up.
He's going to. Yeah, absolutely. They always do.
Jalen Hurts does. Bet. I'm banking on him a top 3 quarterback this year. That's my projection for him.
Top 3.
Yeah. 100%. I'm excited for it. So you went Justin Jefferson. Nice pick. Sir Brooks, you are up, sir. Patty Mahomes. Are you going to pair another quarterback with it?
Nah, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to go wide receiver. I'm going to go Jamar Chase. I think he's the best player available right now. It's either... Yeah, honestly, I think Jamar Chase is the best player available, so I'm just going to snag him. Just because I'm also coming back around on the turnaround, too, so I know I can get another player soon.
Yeah, I don't think you're, wrong there. To be honest, I thought about taking Jamar where I was in the first round, so, I mean... In a PPR, half PPR league, I'm fine with taking him. Getting him this late is nice.
Yeah, he is pretty late.
We only had Cooper Kupp go off the board early.
Raider Sage is going to be doing.
No QB, baby. He said no QB.
Oh man, hopefully he comes back. But it'll draft him. Stafford here at least.
Should. I hope.
It's not a terrible pick.
Something. Derek Carr, somebody. Oh, man. DeAndre Swift. All right. Wow. This is rough.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the CPU has 2 sleepers for him later.
Maybe he goes Tua and Zach Wilson, and they both finish 1-2.
Yeah.
He's going to grab Nick Chubb there. I need a running back. Need a running back. Grab a Nick Chubb. Let's see what Watson has to do.
Safe bet for sure.
This is PPR or half point.
Half point PPR. Yeah.
All
so
right.
I don't mind it.
Man, I'm not in love with this. I'm not in love with this at all.
Oh, Lenny. Playoff Lenny.
Yes. I think playoff Lenny is going to be regular season Lenny without Rojo there. So Javonte Williams is there. Breece Hall is there. James Conner.
Now I'm kind of thinking right now, like, do I want to go upside or do I want to go a sure thing? I think since he's going to be my super flex spot, I'm going to go sure thing. That's going to be Derek Carr. I don't mind going quarterback back to back.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't know how you guys feel about this. I made a TikTok about it the other day, but I think I would have grabbed Javonte Williams over Leonard Fournette.
I just couldn't.
I know that Melvin Gordon's back, and this is obviously the stats point, or the everything shows Javonte, Melvin splitting carries and splitting touches and stuff like that. But I think we saw enough from Javonte last year to where they can rely on him more. And I think we see more of a 65-35 split. And I mean, if Melvin Gordon isn't healthy throughout the year, it's Javonte's backfield for sure. But
oh yeah, for sure.
But then again, you go with Leonard Fournette, and he is definitely the RB1 on that team with no Chris Godwin and stuff like that.
Yeah, for me, it's really just that. I don't think that it's going to be a 50-50 share there in Denver, but I would take Leonard Fournette's more than likely 90% share of that Tom Brady offense compared to even a 70% share for Javonte. But only because it was my RB1. If I was looking at my RB2, it'd be a little bit different. but I at least want, especially in the high end, someone I know is going to be like
Getting the
consistently
touches, consistent.
Yeah.
And hopefully he continues to. I mean, the whole thing about him coming in overweight and stuff like that, I think is blown way out of proportion, just like it is every year, you know? So I think Aaron Jones went one pick right before you. I would rather have Aaron Jones than I would Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
But
agreed.
I'm still taking Leonard Fournette over Saquon Barkley just because I know the upside is a lot different, but Saquon Barkley I just don't trust whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I don't mind your pick there. And then going back to the Buccaneers, I picked Mike Evans as my wide receiver 1, which I love. James Conner, like that pick. Running back 2. Running back 2, love it. I think he finishes the top 12 running back this year. And you're back up on the clock.
Yeah, what do I do here when I'm back up on the clock is the question.
Do you have your second quarterback? Just a reminder.
You can't grab T. Higgins because you already have Jamar Chase. But, I mean, technically you could.
Technically I could. I'm going to take the upside pick here and crush everybody's dreams.
Tua!
Yeah, we're gonna go for it.
I didn't think I'd ever see that.
Quarterback.
I didn't think I'd ever see that. Wow.
Hey, I've said on this channel that I think that the upside is there. I am on record saying that the upside is there. So if the upside's there, I would love to have it on my team.
Nice. Love it. Love it.
And I also know that I can sneak a under the radar quarterback in later rounds too. So if it doesn't work out, then it's all good.
So that's when you're taking Zach Wilson. You're just waiting a little bit.
Love it. John, you took David Montgomery, like that as it's solid RB2.
Love it. Got a very solid foundation right now.
Yeah, I do like your foundation for sure. I'm honestly right now I'm between T. Higgins and Jalen Waddle. I'm between my heart and my.
You should take Waddle.
I know I should take Waddle.
No, because I want Higgins to come back.
But I'm not going to, John. I'm sorry, I can't. I think the upside's there. I mean, well, I think both Waddle and Higgins has the upside, but Higgins has a better team, so I'm gonna go with Higgins. Better offense.
Ooh. No.
Yes.
I would have.
Bro, look at all the money they put into the offensive line. I know we did, like the Dolphins did as well, but not as good, and they weren't as bad.
I think we're competitive,
and they have an every down back, Joe Mixon, much better than all of our running backs.
It's true.
Unless Raheem Mostert stays healthy.
We have better tight ends.
We have a better pass catching tight end for sure, but I'm still going with T. Higgins. I want to go Waddle, and I will be drafting Waddle a ton. But at this point in time, going after Michael Pittman, after Deontay Johnson, I like grabbing T. Higgins.
Yeah.
So, kind of like how my team's shaping up. I'm weak on running back right now.
It looks
you
like
both are pretty much.
Rob's going to take DJ Moore here.
You both are pretty much. Yeah, he probably is. You both are pretty much. You got your 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 2 quarterbacks. So you guys are very similar. I'm the odd man out. I need a running back.
You need that second running back, at least a starter.
And I'm gonna get one. Yeah, you called it. He took DJ Moore.
I know him.
He took DJ Moore. That's the one thing about playing with, or doing this podcast with you guys and stuff like that, is when we actually draft, we know where everybody's going,
especially when you guys like to interact and hang out.
So I took Elijah Mitchell, ton of upside there if he can stay healthy in that backfield. So I like him as my RB2. Obviously, I will be grabbing a lot of RB depth though because of that. I don't
like this at all. Oh no.
Who are you going to grab? I know it timed out on you.
Waz went quarterback quick. My man knew. He's like, Matt Ryan. Boom.
That is great value right there. 6th round in a Superflex league. getting Matt Ryan. I understand new team, not as many weapons, but there is a world where he finishes as a top 12 quarterback, and he's definitely going to finish top, 15.
I don't know,
All
definitely
right.
top 15, but definitely top 20, maybe.
We're going the homie pick
Oh,
because I
homie
love
pick.
my boy
Amon-Ra.
Amon Ra.
Amon-Ra.
Yeah.
Oh, you took Amon-Ra over Mike Williams.
I did. I'm not a
Huh.
Mike Williams guy. You want to know something? I never was. And then he blew up last year. Blew up last year in the beginning of the year, and then he fizzled out. So I'll never be a Mike Williams believer, but he will prove me wrong again and make me cry.
Wide receiver 9 last year. It's hard
Don't
to beat
remind
that.
me.
But
Don't remind me.
he gets injured, and it's because of the way he plays. He is a more consistent Devontae Parker. Go up and get the ball. But, Mike Williams still gets hurt, but just Devontae Parker gets hurt a lot more often. Oh, man.
I know that way too well, too, honestly.
I know it was an auto pick, but 7th round Ryan Tannehill
Not bad.
is not bad. It's not bad. I don't like his team as a whole, but getting Ryan Tannehill in the 7th round is not bad whatsoever. Brooks, what are you thinking here? Mike Williams is still there, technically. You could save
Let's do it. Let's do it. In the 7th round, I'll take him.
Marquise just went.
A lot of people are fading him.
Feeling pretty good about my receivers now that I got Amon Ra and Mike Williams. I'll take both of them. It's okay. No one wants to believe in Amon Ra this year. I will jump on that hill and I will stay there.
I'm glad it makes one of us.
It's okay. I'll be here. I'm the king of hot takes here at the Fantasy Tab.
King of hot takes.
Make
Cortland
Courtland
Sutton, nice pick. Oh,
you guys remember? You know what? I had the realization the other day. You guys remember Deshawn Hamilton?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I do. Broncos receiver.
Broncos wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He was great. What happened to him?
He was decent. He had like pop-up games. He's like KJ Hamler.
He was on.
KJ Hamler was never a thing.
He was on the Broncos. That's
it's
what
literally
happened
the same. All right.
Didn't he go somewhere else though?
I'm gonna grab my. Oh no. Well, it grabbed me, but Allen Robinson. That's who I was grabbing anyways. So, grabbing another wide receiver there. I like that. He can my flex option can definitely finish as a top 24 wide receiver this year. Easily.
You guaranteeing that?
Guarantee it. Michael, stamp of approval.
Clip it.
I'm on board.
Clip it and save it in a file.
This.
Anytime we guarantee something, once you start clipping it and saving it in a file, and we can look at it at the end of the year.
Put it in the calendar.
Tap M. This is your chance to clip out and present it to us when we're right and John is wrong.
Whoa.
Hot take.
Calm me out. I didn't even say anything. You don't even know where I stand on that. But
well, I think
let's be real. 24. That's
you already said it. You already said you weren't going.
Locked in 24 now.
You talked about it. You talked about it. Oh, damn. Rob sniping me. I thought I could get a better tight end later, but I guess not. However,
there are great tight ends available.
There are great tight ends available.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. But I was hoping I could grab a running back and then get other tight end later, and I'm still gonna do that. I'm gonna grab Damian Harris here for the New England Patriots. Ton of goal line work. Yada yada yada. So grab him here. And then hopefully get my tight end later. I was just hoping Zach Ertz would fall to me in the 9th round. So that sucks.
Going just a tad earlier than you had hoped. Just a tad.
Above TJ and Dallas
I didn't
Goedert.
know it was me. Look at Tony Pollard. My dude's taking routes at practice. He's going to get involved this year.
Yeah, he's lining up all right.
I didn't even realize it was my turn.
My main man was just absolutely sniped me. That's very unfortunate. Well, you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my boy Dawson Knox here. I think he's going to have a big year this year. I'm going to take him as my tight end. I do. I actually do think that.
You said it before the show.
Yeah. High-powered Bills offense. You know, one of the better quarterbacks in the league throwing them the ball. It's a little upsetting that I can't benefit from having the stack because Josh Allen went one pick ahead of me. But it's quite all right. It's quite all right. I do like that pick, and now I have 10 seconds to make another.
Who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
I'll tell you in 1 second after I draft James.
Aaron Rodgers.
If you had to start a team, we'll start with this. Who's the best quarterback in the league? Just 1 year, boom, done. Who do you want to go to win a Super Bowl?
Aaron Rodgers.
Jeez.
Oof.
I don't like that. This is my immediate hot take. I want to say it's Holmes and Mahomes or Rodgers. Honestly, Mahomes or Rodgers.
If I got to win a Super Bowl,
man, this clock is so anxiety driving. Oh my god!
I know.
Like trying to think for a second.
I wish they had 45 seconds, but they don't.
Melvin Gordon this late is a steal, I think. Honestly.
I don't know. I reached a little bit. I'll be honest.
I think you did a little bit, but I think it'll be fine at the end of the day.
Maybe a round or two, but I didn't need a running back again. I need some more receivers, and I still need a tight end.
You know, I'm going Hunter Renfrow, and I don't love it, but I still think he's going to be a solid target for Derrick Henry, even with all the other passing options.
Derrick Henry at QB now? Love it.
Derek Carr. Yeah, Derrick Henry.
I'm on board.
Hey, Madden has Derrick Henry at QB in their ultimate team, so.
Oh, there you go.
Why not?
There you go.
You heard it here first, folks.
So wait, all right. We were talking about. So you guys said. You said Aaron Rodgers. John.
I'll go with Mahomes. I'll say Mahomes. What do you say?
One quarterback to win a Super Bowl this year.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Dime.
Tua Tagovailoa. This is great. It falls right to me. I was thinking about taking this guy last round, but Mike Gesicki getting for my tight end, getting him this late. I know there's a lot of, he was very up and down last year, but I'll definitely grab another tight end later. But one quarterback in the league right now to win me a Super Bowl this year, it's for me, it's between Mahomes and Brady. And just to keep it different, I'm going Mahomes. I'm going Brady.
Okay.
Just to win me a Super Bowl this year, I'll build my team. But how about if you're building?
You have a super team, yes or no? That's part of the question too.
No, I'm saying, how about this second question? If you're building a team right now, what quarterback are you choosing?
If I'm building a team right now, stay tuned because I'm going to draft the best player in this draft as I search for him frantically. Ooh, we're going to go, we're going to go Christian Kirk. We're going to show you what all that money can do.
Oh, no.
So if we pick someone, do we have to pay them? Do we have to take cap space into account?
Of course.
No, I'm just saying, brand new John decided to make a 33rd team in the NFL, and he can choose any quarterback he wants.
So, I'm like, hey, no team that's been paying a top 10 quarterback contract has won a Super Bowl in the past 10 years. So obviously, me with the top quarterback in the leagues, and paying him his market value the first year while trying to build a team and a culture, it's not going to turn out to a Super Bowl in the first year. So let me spend that money on better players at other positions, find myself a rookie in the next 2 or 3 years. And if that doesn't work out, then I play up. I'm not walking into this trap. No, this is a trap.
That wasn't the question.
It doesn't matter. That's the answer.
It's all free. It's all free money.
My answer, hot take. I'm going with Lamar. Honestly, I am going to go with Lamar. You want to know why I'm going with Lamar?
Let's hear it.
Great arm talent, and I feel like very little people can do the type of rushing work that he's able to do in the open field. So I'm going with Lamar.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's fine. I will die on the hill.
No, it's not a bad take. It's
not a bad take, but if I'm starting a team now, I'm getting Josh Allen.
No.
Yes. Yep.
Why?
He can do everything. He is accurate. He can throw the ball way downfield. He can make the short throws, and he can run the ball too.
Is he the best quarterback under 30?
Under 30.
That basically clips off Brady and Mahomes.
No, Mahomes is under 30.
I'm sorry, Brady and Rodgers.
So are you asking me would I take Josh Allen or would I take Patrick Mahomes? That's the question.
Over Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray.
All of them. All of
Jalen Hurts. Let's not forget about Jalen freaking Hurts. It's your last pick, Mike.
I know. I'm looking. I'm trying to grab a running back depth. We'll go. Bam. Marlon Mack should be the starter for the Houston Texans.
You think so?
Should be.
To start the year out. Yeah, it was a pretty shallow league, 12 rounds.
If everything makes sense.
Yeah, this league is really shallow. I want to reach for a receiver, but I feel bad. Oh, wait, did I take T. Higgins earlier? No, I didn't. Hell yeah. Where's Tyler Boyd? No, where's Tyler Boyd? Boom. Oh, no. Give me Tyler Boyd.
There you go.
No, poor K.
Ooh.
Sky Moore was taken from me. I was looking at him because I thought that could be potentially.
MVS is there. I think he's going to be better than Sky Moore this year.
Who's that?
Yeah,
MVS.
I could, but I haven't done this in the wide receiver spot yet, so I'm gonna go rookie upside. Let's go Christian Watson and see what happens.
That's not bad. That's actually not a bad pick, especially for your last pick. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's huge upside with terrible floor, but it happens.
Yeah,
that's how it be in the 12th.
Will Fuller to the Packers is still a thing.
So is OBJ apparently.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is the board. All right. So, looking at your teams, there's a really shallow half-point PPR, Superflex, draft. How do you like them? Brooks, you go first.
First glance, I'm looking at all the teams here. I'm just taking a gander. All right. I'm just looking at everything that I see here. I love my team. My team is the best. Just kidding. I like how Raider actually kind of worked out his team. The only question is just really the quarterbacks. I'm not a big fan of Mac Jones and Tannehill, but he has a lot of assets here where he can actually maybe swing something like in a trade because he has a lot of receiving upside. Claypool with the touchdowns. Mooney's got a lot of upside in Chicago, but we have to see how that team actually operates. When Chris Godwin comes back from injury, he should go back to being, a very, very valuable receiver. And to have Jonathan Taylor and DeAndre Swift in a league this shallow is going to be very, very valuable, in my opinion. That's the team I'm looking at. Just first glance, I have to look at the other end of the board, but what do you guys see in first glance?
Team 12. Team 12 went really heavy. Obviously, I don't think Deshaun Watson plays whatsoever this year. But the thing that sticks out to me on Team 12 is Jameis Winston in the 8th round in a Superflex league. I think that's entirely too low. So I like that value there. That's kind of what sticks out to me.
You know what sticks out to me?
Let's hear it.
Team 12 drafted Garrett Wilson and then Elijah Moore back to back.
Yeah, that's rough.
Bots. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't do everything. Can't.
But you want to know something? I hear Team 12 is from New York, so at least we know where those two picks come from. We have a little bit of
I don't want to be that guy, but I think I have the best team.
Let me go and do a deep dive into what. Well, you have Lamar, so my franchise quarterback that
That's
I picked
a good one.
I've got a top 3 quarterback, a top 12 quarterback, top 5 wide receiver, top 12, 2 other possible top 12 wide receivers.
Amari Cooper's not finished top 12.
BS, absolutely.
Jacoby
Brissett. Who's throwing him the ball?
No.
Who's throwing him the ball?
Baker Mayfield, possibly. Who knows?
There's
Deshaun Watson technically still could be playing.
For the Browns.
John, no.
Mike.
No.
All right, so move on.
Let's talk.
Next. Okay, that's my wide receiver too. I have JJ up there. Don't forget about him.
I understand.
Then we got Sutton.
Yeah.
Sutton, easy.
Like
top
Sutton.
24 wide receiver.
Can we talk about how late you got JJ in this draft? That's a steal, I feel like.
The second round?
Yeah, it's a very, especially
2.6.
Cooper Kupp going. I would take JJ over Cooper Kupp this year. I mean, I think he's.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Everybody is continuing to think that Cooper Kupp's
going to repeat, which it just doesn't happen. He'll be good again next year. He'll probably be like a low end, mid end wide receiver 1.
He'll probably finish a top. He'll probably finish top 6, but number 1 overall now.
All right, I have to bring attention to our buddy Rob. Let's do a deep dive on the team that he's drafted here, because he was autoing for a bit, but I know he was here with us in the beginning. The high upside quarterbacks in Trey Lance and Zach Wilson as the 1 and 2s for the squad with
Malik Willis.
Technically.
Yeah, with Malik Willis. So how are we feeling about that running in the Superflex league? Are you too confident in either of these guys in a quarterback 1 or quarterback 2 spot for the season?
Not quarterback 1. So if I'm taking Trey Lance or Zach Wilson for that matter, either of those two guys, I'm drafting a quarterback in the first round or the second round, early second round. I mean, it's got to be pretty much from Aaron Rodgers or before I'm taking, and then I'll take a flyer on Trey Lance or Zach Wilson.
So you'll say like QB2, QB3, but you feel a little bit more comfortable drafting him as the third quarterback, maybe.
Yeah, so I'll take like Lance as my QB2, Zach Wilson as my QB3. Even in Superflex, unless it's like the very last round, 11th round. Like for instance, Waznu, number 6, 11-6. I'll take Carson Wentz in the 11th round as my third quarterback. But it would have to be, for me, if I was taking a third quarterback in a Superflex league, for me, it would have to be stud, flyer. Like, I don't want to say consistent because Carson Wentz isn't consistent, but somebody who's going to put up fantasy numbers. You know, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones, something like that. I know I can at least get some fantasy points out of. So
I don't hate it.
No, I hear you for sure.
But I'm not taking Malik Willis when I have Trey Lance and Zach Wilson as my 1 and 2.
With this shallow of a draft, no. But if we were going like another 3, 4, 5 rounds, then absolutely I wouldn't be against it.
Right at that point, yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of like my team. I feel like I've got the upside with Jalen Hurts. I've got the consistency with Derek Carr. I think Mike Evans is going to finish as a top 12 wide receiver. T. Higgins is going to be a top, 15, top 18 wide receiver. Allen Robinson, top 24. Elijah Mitchell, it's my running backs that scare me. Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, Marlon Mack. I'm gonna have to juggle them, throughout the year to see unless Elijah Mitchell can stay healthy. I'm going to have to juggle them and see who I should play week in and week out. And then Mike Gesicki, I'll probably have to stream tight ends. Also, like the Jarvis Landry pickup in the 11th round.
What do we think Marlon Mack could be in this league? Do we expect a comeback?
No, I don't expect a full comeback.
I would say his ceiling's a low end running back too.
I don't hate it.
I wouldn't say that's his ceiling. I would say his ceiling's like RB 15. He could be the outright back in Texas.
Still really young.
Yeah. I mean, he's only been in the league for 3-4 years now. I wouldn't say that's it. Like, I would say RB 13, 14 is his ceiling, something like that. But I do think at the beginning of the year, especially, with Dameon Pierce there, early right now, he's probably getting the bulk of the carries and touches at the beginning of the year and then fading out or something like that. So, I'm not high on him for the entire season, but to at least start me out.
I'll be right back.
I'll take him. And then I think he's a droppable player, eventually. So.
Well, if you believe it, I believe it. Because I actually used to really like Marlon Mack. I used to draft him all the time, but when the closest draft Jonathan Taylor, unfortunately, just gotta move on.
Yeah, but you gotta move on.
You gotta roll with what you got right now. Because man, Jonathan Taylor's just a beast. Which I totally understand him going with the 1-1 here. It's just in so many Superflex leagues. I promise you, I've just seen so many quarterbacks just go either Josh Allen or Patty Mahomes in the 1 or 2.
Well, and because we're kind of going long, but before we go, just because it's a super flex league does not mean you have to go quarterback first overall. You don't even have to go in the first round. Okay.
Nope.
I think, let's say, you're at the 1-5 or so and no quarterbacks have gone off the board, which is highly unlikely, but let's just say that happens. At that point, I would say it's a must, yes, you're grabbing Josh Allen. But the whole premise of you have to go Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Herbert 1-1, if you have that 1-1 pick, I don't think that's true. And I think if we look at it, you can get by with, Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Matt Stafford as your QB1 and then going down to Kirk Cousins as your QB2. I think that's a very, or even later. Getting Tannehill or, whatever later. But the whole premise of you have to draft a quarterback 1-1 in a Superflex league, it's false for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Joe.
So,
but when Lamar Jackson's sitting there at the 1-7,
you take
hard to pass him up. Yeah, take him.
So, all right, guys. Anyways, that is it. I know we rambled on. We talked a lot about a lot of different shit. Hopefully, we helped you out. Check us out. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Blah, blah, blah. John, Brooks. Bye-bye.
Later, and appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Take subscribe, care. And follow. Thank you guys for joining us.
Awesome.